Eyes Archer, Sheldon ng Kahapon, Love Thy Neighbor, Lida, where the film won the 2016 Sinag Maynila Film Festival. People's Choice Award, men are from QC and women are from Alabang. And the anticipated recently released Avenues of the Diamond. Please welcome Direk Gino M. Santos. Let's give him a big hand, everybody.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. Yes, malapit na po, in between this May 7. Yes, thank you so much.
Diba? Hindi po si Direk ang artista sa pelikulang ito, siya po ang director. Mukha lang po talaga siyang actor din, diba? Alright, so up next, we have a talented actor and model who starred in Viva Films movies such as Made in Malacanang, How to Love Mr. Heartless, Martyr or Murderer, Will You Be My Ex, A Glimpse of Forever, Isang Gabi, 40, and so much more. Please welcome Diego Loizaga.
Hello po, hi Jean. Hi guys, good afternoon. Tama na? Good afternoon.
Short but sweet. That was Diego Loizaga, everyone.
It's been a while guys. I missed you all.
There you have it. And last but definitely not the least, known for her captivating performances, she has graced the screen in memorable roles in films such as Ang Babaeng Allergic sa Wi-Fi, Cuddle Weather, Finding Agnes, where she was nominated as the Best Actress at the 2021 Gawad Urian Award. Mommy Issues, How to Love Mr. Heartless, Rewind, and the TV series A Soldier's Heart, The Broken Marriage Vow, The Iron Heart, and Viva Films How to Slay a Nepo Baby, and many more. Please welcome the beautiful Sue Ramirez.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Saan diretso? Sige. Akala ko rarami. Good afternoon po. Thank you for your time. Thanks for coming today.
There you have it. And before you guys sit down, imbitahan ko ulit kayong tumayo. Please step forward. Sorry for that. This will be our first photo op. First pa lang to, later on after the Q&A, we'll have one more photo op. Okay. Please stay at the center, please. Please. Center first in 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. This time a little to your right, please. Sa mga kaibigan natin sa kanan. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And lastly, to all our dear friends here on the left. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. And on our Viva camera right in front. 3, 2, 1. There you have it. Thank you very much. Once again, that will be our first photo op. Later on, we'll have another one. Moving forward to our Q&A. So, a little reminder, please refrain from asking insensitive, offensive, and personal questions. We will only entertain questions related to the film in between. And as always, you will have badges to be on standby mode, so please wait for your turn. Speaking of badges, for our first batch, please do stand by Von Belinario of TV Digital Entertainment, Miss Astor Amoyo of TikTok, People's Journal, Miss Lea Salteria of ABS-CBN Entertainment and People's Journal, Kate Adahar of Random Republica, and Ray Pumaloy of Abanterili. Our first question will be coming from Von Belinario of TV Digital Entertainment. A little to your left.
Hi everyone! Direk, Sue, and Diego, congratulations dito sa bago niyong movie. Siguro yung first question ko ay para kay Sue at kay Diego. This is your second time working together, no? So, having said that, how's the dynamics now compared to the first time you've been together? Mas mature na ba yung characters at yung atake niyo rito compared sa una yung pagsasama? How's the working relationship now?
Hello, ayun. Definitely, iba na talaga yung panahon. Pero what's good about working with Diego? Ano ba yun? The good thing po about working with Diego is, nakatrabaho na siya before. We co-hosted ASAP Chill Out together for a couple of years. Medyo mahaba yung panahon. So every time that we see each other, Pareho lang, parang walang nagbabago talaga. Parang yung friendship namin, ganun pa din. Parang we still talk the same, kukulitan pa rin kami. So yun yung maganda. About the characters naman, yeah, ibang-iba talaga to from the last film that we did. Medyo mas wholesome kasi yung pelikula na yung How to Love Mr. Heartless, also by Viva. Kung mapapanood niyo po nasa Prime Video siya, ibang-iba talaga yung story niya from in between. And yes, totoo po, nag-mature talaga yung characters namin. I think we were portraying college students nung huling film na ginawa namin.
Yeah, I'd say the same. Aside from Asap Chillout, we were in a bunch of series then together. So, since bata, I guess we were kids. Yeah, we were younger, a lot younger. We were always the love triangles of Isken, Katniel. So, tagal namin magkasama ni Sue. So, I feel really comfortable working with her. Sana nga dito yung last, direct, maybe, di ba? So, it's always something to look forward to when I'm working with Sue. And the first time working with Direk Gino naman, sana nga talaga, there will be another, not just this one. The characters are definitely different because they're older and this is more about love. Mr. Heartless naman wasn't specifically about finding a partner. Yeah, it's mas family-oriented siya. And this one, I think, is swak na swak sa edad namin ngayon sa buhay. Ito talaga mga pinagdadaanan ng mga 30s, late 20-year-olds, and swak na swak sa akin din. So yeah, I hope I answered your question.
Of course. Congratulations, Diego and Sue. And yung next question is for Direk. Direk, ang galing-galing mo magkwento ng mga love story, no? So dito sa in-between, anong atake yung binigay mo para kay Sue at Diego on their more mature roles compared to sa previous projects nila?
For this one naman, it's actually a very personal story sa akin. For me, we deal with, actually alcohol, and we went to a lot of bars together, nag-immerse kami, and then of course, nagpa-lessons pa kami, bartending and all that, tasting different types of alcohol. For this one, it's very different and personal in a way na mas mature na ako as director. The topics here mas malalalim, yung mga hugot ng mga tao dito. It's more emotional, I guess, and not just sexual but also emotional in that sense of level. But I'm very excited kasi Diego and Sue, they're very open, they're very collaborative, and sobrang ang daming inputs, not just from me and the writers but also from them as actors. So ibang-iba yung makikita yung characters dito sa in-between. I'm very excited for people to see it.
Thank you po and congratulations po.
Thank you for your questions. That was Von Belinario of TV Digital Entertainment. Up next, we have Miss Aster Amaya of TikTok and People's Journal.
Hi, Diego, Sue, and of course, Direk. Si Direk muna. Direk, kanina tulad ng sinabi ni Jean Kylie, bakit hindi ka nag-artista more than you being the director? Kasi you're good to be in the movies. Not behind the scene.
I'm not good with memorizing. Magagalit ako sa sarili ko. At mali-mali yung blocking ko siguro. So dito na lang ako behind the camera.
Thank you, Direk. Sue and of course, Diego, you've been working together. This is your second movie together. Tapos you've been working together pa sa ibang projects before. Like what you said, ngayon, parang ngayon kayo nag-portray na parang more mature roles. Ibang character ang inyong ginampanan. And of course, there should be other discoveries as well. Kasi matagal yun. Pwede paano yung microphone ang kakabother? May ugong eh. Yun, wala. Hello? May feedback? Nawala. Okay, anyway. Syempre, the first movie you had, what year was that? 2 years ago?
2022 po.
2022. So medyo matagal-tagal. So ito yung first project niyo together after almost 3 years. So discoveries. Anong na-discover nyo sa isa't isa? Kasi marami, like what you said, marami na kayong pinagdaanan since then.
But ako parang kilala ko naman na si Diego ever since. Ngayon po siguro dahil nga daddy na si Diego, may mga konting changes. Parang sa project na to lang kami ulit nagkita na may baby na po siya. So doon nakita ko yung maturity niya, really how he loves taking care of Hailey, how he loves talking about his daughter. Yun siguro yung pinakamalaking discovery ko na sobrang girl dad ni Diego. Talagang love na love niya maging girl dad.
I saw Sue go through a lot. Yun na kagaya ng sinabi namin kanina. Don't worry. Maganda to. Promise. I promise. Just wait. We don't talk often, but when we see each other, parang walang, it's like we're still best of friends as before. So, last time I saw Sue, when I saw her this time, I said, Sue, do you remember years ago, hindi ganun yung mga sinasabi mo. But I see now, she's in a really happy place. So, right? Yeah. She's in a really happy place. And that's nice. When you see your friends you haven't seen, like yourself, tita, may kaibigan ka na hindi nakita for a very long time. So you see them blooming sila, iba yung aura nila. So it's nice to see Sue in a happy place in her life. The same way she saw me na, now that I'm a dad, iba rin yung, disposition ko in life, I guess.
So actually, I asked Diego in my blog, kasi maraming beses na nga kayo nagkasama. Was there a time, nakakabatter talaga itong microphone, was there a time na nagpalipad hangin or nagparamdam si Diego sa iyo?
Sana nga po eh. It's too late. I'm kidding.
Before yun, ito yung sinasabi ko before, not now.
Wala nga eh.
Wala nga,
If only. No, we're that close. I can joke with Sue like that. It's not a big deal. But next time, ask again in 2 years. Baka bigyan mo pa ng 2-3 years. Baka pwede.
But anyway, sana I can also have an exclusive interview with Sue. Looking forward to it. Anyway, naka-upload na yung interview ko sa iyo, Diego. It's now out. So, marami siyang ikwento doon. Like what you said, sobrang marami actually ang nabago kay Diego, magmula naging tatay siya. So, Diego, keep it up. Sana magtuloy-tuloy. Kung si Sue ay nasa happy place ngayon, I hope you are sa ibang sitwasyon. Right? Congratulations on this movie. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Miss Esther Moy of TikTok and People's Journal. Up next, we have Miss Lea Soltera of ABS-CBN Entertainment, People's Journal, and PhilStar.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Jex. Good afternoon, Direk. Direk muna. Yeah. Direk, since it's your first time to work with Diego and Sue, how did you break the ice with them?
Actually, ang bilis. Nakita ko pa lang sa reading, no? Sa script reading. That's the first time I met Diego and Sue personally. But si Diego, nagka-text na kami before we saw each other because of Colleen. So, he got my number through Colleen. Tapos, he was excited to work with me. So, yun yung unang interaction namin ni Jex. And then, I met Sue in the office already. Wala ang bilis. Actually, sobrang bilis na when they were reading the script, I didn't even have to let them read more or the entire script. Kasi alam ko na yung first page pa lang, alam na nila yung character. Okay, let's just hang out. So what we did is we went out. We went to a bar and we just drank a lot of really good alcohol, talked about the role, life, and I guess that's our breaking the ice. And then from there, very comfortable. Saya-saya lang namin sa set. And if you look at them right now, how they talk, sa scene sa movie, ang dami pa nilang nabibigay ng ibang, I guess, trivia or, mga banters. Now, what you see here, you'll see more in the film as well. So it's really nice.
Alright, thanks, Direk. Yes, for the exit, Sue. How did you break the ice, syempre, no? Exactly. Exactly. What was hard from the first one, from your first movie 3 years ago to this one, and what was easy?
Most definitely po siguro transitioning into the more sexual characters. Kasi from our past projects, we didn't have those intimacy, intimate scenes.
So, mas
But
intimate
this time,
ngayon.
mas intimate po. I'm not saying that it was the hardest na mahirap, pero I think sa lahat, yun lang talaga yung kakaiba po from the past na mga nagawa namin. But still very comfortable. It was a very, very safe environment. We had, to a point, we had an IC, an intimacy coordinator para safe lahat ng mga intimate scenes namin. Talagang Viva really took care of us. And hindi po kami nahirapan. Actually, sa
For
totoo
this
lang.
one, even for this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, copy-paste. It was... yeah, copy-paste. Nakapanibago lang na, yun nga, I kissed Sue. Yeah, so... It's like after how many years of working together, we never had a scene na kailangan maganda. And it wasn't just the kiss. Hindi kita sa trailer, no? Dapat abangan po.
Sorry?
Dapat abangan kasi hindi na siya yung parang typical na kiss. I said to myself, I don't think I've done anything this wild yet. Guys, don't worry, walang butt exposure. No, you're not gonna see my butt, no. But the kiss was pretty up there. It was pretty top 5, yeah. Yes.
Alright, thanks.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Ms. Des Altera of ABS-CBN Entertainment, People's Journal, and PhilStar. Up next, we have Ms. Keita Dahar of Random Republica.
Hi, good afternoon. My first question for Sue and Diego. Is it more awkward pag close or kapag hindi mo ka-close yung makaka-eksena mo ng medyo much intimate?
Well, because we're both actors and we grew up in the industry. So I think our friendship is more open to the possibilities na maybe in the future we'll work together and we'll have to do these scenes. But not necessarily naman po na parang talaga. It wasn't a big problem, I think.
Yeah. So, yeah. Should we add up?
Hindi talaga. For me po, ako hindi. Mas komportable ako kasi alam ko na kaibigan ko si Diego and he's someone that I can trust and comfortable with. I feel safe around him, so it was more easy.
And then yung characters nyo have a very modern relationship, no? Kind of relationship. Is it, ano yung personal take nyo dun sa kind of relationship na meron sila? Would you consider something like that for yourselves?
Ako naman daw. Yeah, it is very modern. It's called a situationship, no? Yung parang usong-uso ngayon sa Gen Zs. But to be honest, damay na rin kami dun eh. Gen Z ba tayo? Yeah, millennial Gen Z. So, whether you like it or not, that's really it's the reality that we live in now. It's harder to commit to a person nowadays than it was before. I get it. Is it ideal? Probably not. Pero you get what you can. I mean, you take what you can, right? If you're looking, you accept the love you think you deserve. Was it you who said this to me backstage? No, that's from a movie. Be a World Flower. I know, yeah. But someone said this to me just backstage earlier, and I guess yun talaga yung reality eh. Like if may label, if wala, what are you trying to get from this relationship? Is it just physical? Is it really in the long run you're looking for love, or is it just parang in betweens? Yeah. So I don't know. I guess you can't avoid it na rin. You can't avoid na. This is it.
Ako, since 2025 na, I think yung mga tao nagkakaroon na sila ng mas maraming options sa kung paano nila gusto magmahal at mahalin sila. So, hindi ako nagja-judge kung yun yung pinipili nila, kung hindi sila ready, di ba, na pumasok sa isang relationship. Then, it's hard also to force naman someone. Of course, iba-iba tayo ng priorities. Yung iba, mas gusto nilang magtrabaho kaysa maghanap ng love life. Yung iba naman, mas gusto mag-love life kaysa magtrabaho. So, iba-iba rin talaga yung preferences ng mga tao. But really, at this point in time, we shouldn't judge the choices that people make. If that's what makes them happy, then they should do it. As long as wala silang natatapakang iba, no? O kaya sana walang asawa, di ba? yung in-between yung nakakahiya naman.
But ikaw, would you consider that for yourself?
Ako, I don't think I'm the type to do in-betweens. Feeling ko lover girl talaga ako.
Thank you.
Mas romantic ako, so...
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. That was Kate Adahar of Random Republica. For our next question, we have Ray Pumaloy of Abante Today.
First, paki-explain naman kung ano ibig sabihin ng Though meron na kami idea about in-between, paano siya pumasok dito, yung in-between dito sa kwento ng pelikula. Kasi from there, pwede na akong magtanong about anything. Correct?
So the concept in between, no? So lahat tayo may preference, no, in life. Kung sino yung papakasalan natin or magiging jowa natin. So si Diego, naghahanap siya ng champagne. No? Yun yung character niya, naghahanap siya ng champagne. But pumunta sa kanya beer, which is si character ni Sue. And alam niya na ayaw niya pakasalan. Maybe it's just for in-between. But again, in the end, preference can change. So yung alcohol niya, liquor of choice, siya nag-change na rin. So let's see kung magkakatuluyan sila dito sa pelikula, sa in-between. So yan yung concept of in-between na movie.
Your role, Sue and Diego.
I'll be playing Gayla. Thank you for asking. No, ngayon lang natin may explain yung mga role natin. Ako po dito si Gayla, as si Direk said, ang choice of alcohol ko ay beer. So, dito po sa pelikula, gina-judge yung mga tao sa base sa kung ano yung pinipili nilang anak. So, ako, dahil beer, strong on the outside, pero soft naman talaga. May mga pinagdadaanan din on the inside. Yung character ko si Gayla, she's very eclectic. Raketera siya, ang dami niyang ginagawa sa buhay. Actually, hindi lang siya eclectic at raketera, hindi niya talaga pamahanap kung ano yung gusto niya. Parang she's still lost. That's why maybe nag-put up siya dun sa in-between na status ng relationship because meron pa siyang hinahanap, may kulang pa sa sarili niya, kaya hindi pa siya maka-fully commit. So maybe I think that's why she chose to opt for an in-between relationship. Ano pa ba? Si Gayla, marami siyang mga bubog sa buhay na ayaw niyang ikwento, ayaw niyang ilabas. Gusto niya sarilinin na lang, ayaw niya humingi ng tulong sa ibang tao. Feeling niya magiging pabigat siya. So, lahat ng yun, kumbaga nung nahanap niya yung in-between niya, lahat ng yun na-resolve, pero hindi pa rin siya sure sa mga kung ano yung gusto niya. So, confused talaga. Si Gayla, I think yung character ko is very confused. She doesn't know what to do with her life. As ako din naman. Sa edad na to, parang ang dami nating gustong gawin, ang dami nating gustong itry, pero hanggang ngayon hinahanap pa rin natin kung ano yung para sa atin.
So confused ka ba na?
Oo naman po, ang dami mo pang gustong gawin sa life. Gusto ko rin, like, syempre, artista po ako ngayon, nagteatro po ako last year, yung mga ganong tipo po ng mga bagay na...
Pero when it comes to relationship, hindi ka naman confused.
Ay, hindi ko ako confused. Okay.
So sure na sure ka?
Sure na ako.
Kasi di ba, it's all over your IG and IG of Tomo.
Opo, ano po yun?
So anticipated mo na kung ano yung mga pwede namin
parang
itanong.
alam ko na.
Sige, si Diego muna before going back to you, Sue.
Before going back. Sorry, what am I asking?
Your role.
Oh, my role, I play Shane. So Shane is a very specific guy. Alam niya yung gusto niya gawin sa buhay. Complete opposite ng kay Gayla. Ako naman, my alcohol is dirty martini, stirred not shaken. So hindi tayo James Bond dito. Stirred not shaken with 3 olives. So he's very specific, like his alcohol, he wants it perfectly with a frosted glass. His life also, he wants it like that. So ano ako, I like to control things. I wanna be able to control things, and I think that if I can, I'll get what I want. Pero like what Direk said, preferences change, especially with we're all victims of circumstance. That's life naman talaga. You can't control, you can plan a picnic, but you can't predict the weather kind of thing, right? So everything changes for me when I meet Gayla, because she's beer. I don't expect naman I'll like her. I don't expect naman I'll get anything serious from this person. But it changes because I start to like her, and then the in-between is not something I want anymore. I want something more. And of all the girls or women that I come across, she's just the perfect one for me. So I guess ganun talaga sa life eh. Like January you plan you want to do this, and then come mid-March you want something else, and that's exactly what my character portrays. More about me, I guess I can say not such a good relationship with the parents, which is very today's generation. But I'm very passionate about bartending, and that's why I compare every single girl I meet to a certain type of alcohol. I want my dreams to come true, but I don't know how to do it. I don't have the balls to push through with my dreams, and that's where Gayla comes into play.
Have you ever caught in a situation of in-between? Kaya nag-break or nawalan kayo ng relasyon, Sue and Diego?
Have we ever...
Yes, in-between sa relationship. Nagkaroon ba ng gano'n na in-between? Kaya medyo hindi naging successful ang relationship o hindi nagtuloy-tuloy ng matagal.
I think maybe I wanted something serious, but then I was just in between. Maybe. Probably. Yes, I'll just say yes.
So dumating ka doon sa point na meron nagkaroon ng in-between sa relationship before?
Ako parang hindi ko nga personality.
Okay. Saan ganon, kung paano mo gusto kang mahalin, paano mo ba gusto kang mahalin ngayon ng jowa mo? Oo. Alam naman natin
I think naman po ang mga babae, pag nagmahal yan, kung ano yung pinapakita niya po sa tao, yun din po yung mga gusto niya ma-achieve, o makuha from that person. So kung maalaga ka sa tao na yun din yung gusto mo na makuha from him or her. Kung napapatawa mo siya, gusto mo, napapatawa ka din niya. So, reciprocation lang po talaga, I think. Mirroring your partner is the best way to make them feel loved.
Didiretso ka na, Suha. Paano mo i-describe yung relationship mo with Dominic ngayon? Kasi parang, hindi ba na kasi, parang ang saya lang.
Ang saya lang. Actually,
ang saya
tama po yung sinabi niyo, ang saya lang. Yung pressure, yung masaya lang kami talaga, lumalabas kami. We enjoy our time together, we explore, we go on adventures, we eat the best food together. So I think foundation in starting a relationship should be finding out kung ano yung mga interests niyo, kung swak ba yung mga interests niyo. So far po, parang swak naman.
Kampante ka sa kanya, no? Kasi nakikita ko, pag inuman, parang okay, mati na gano'n.
Ano ba yung video na halos nakasabit na ako sa inis?
Parang kulang, parang wala kang pake, basta nag-enjoy lang kayo dalawa.
Opo, tama.
We're happy for you, Sue.
Thank you po. Salamat. I'm happy for me also.
Ikaw naman, Diego, kumusta naman ang status ng relationship mo now?
With who?
Marami ba?
No, my life has been so boring lately.
Wala talaga?
Di ba nakapanibago guys? Wala kayong inaano sa akin? It's different now, bro. I mean, I'm happy for Sue, but I'm also very inggit kay Sue.
So wala?
Huh?
Wala ngayon?
Wala. If you know somebody, please introduce them to me. I'm on the market, I'm available. Please.
Totoo yan ha.
Let them know, yeah. Guys, if you hindi na, I'm kidding.
Thank you.
I guess my relationship right now, numero uno, is my daughter. But syempre, that's different. I'm there for my daughter, but it's also nice to feel loved by somebody. Iba pa rin yung feeling na, yun nga, I mean, if there is somebody I'm talking to, siguro yung kulang lang is the reciprocation talaga. If you don't see that, if you don't find that in that person, nawawalan ka rin, parang, is this one-sided? Is this worth the time? Will I get anything out of this? Are we just wasting time? Will I be in the tabloids in a couple months because nasira na naman tong relasyon nito? I don't know. Am I gonna find out? Maybe, probably. Let's see. I don't know anymore. Like my character, I think talaga you shouldn't try and control everything because the more you do, the more you lose control. So right now, I'm just going with the flow. But again, if you do know anybody, please send them my number. Please. 24/7, I will respond.
Thank you, Diego. Thank you, Sue.
Thank you. That was Ray Pumalay of Abante Ling. Up next, for our next batch, please do stand by Erwin Ogawa of Manangana, Romel Gonzalez of PEP, Nurse Alma of GMA Entertainment, Jaco Manangan, a TikTok content creator, and Roldan Castro of Abante Tonight. Our next question will be coming from Erwin Ogawa of Anongana.
Hello, Sue, and hello, Diego. Anongana. Okay, so congrats in advance sa inyong bagong movie. So, na-mention you earlier na malaking factor yung alak sa movie, di ba? So, in real life, ano ang role ng alak o naging role ng alak sa buhay niyo? Sue and
Oo,
Jessica.
laki ng naging role ng alak sa buhay ko. Parang 6 years po akong naging endorser ng gin.
Yes.
And lahat ng tao umiinom ng gin, tinatag ako sa Instagram, sa Facebook, sa lahat. So, I think ang laki ng part ng alak sa buhay ko. Bukod doon, of course, we drink when we're sad, we drink when we're happy.
Yeah.
For all occasions nga talaga siya, parang siya yung best friend.
Yes.
Na hindi ka i-judge at hindi nagsasalita, pero ilalabas lahat ng emosyon mo, kaya kailangan mag-ingat ka din.
Correct.
Masaya po. Your relationship ko with alcohol, it's fun. It's occasional. I don't drink all the time, but when I do, I really party.
Yeah.
I really have a lot of fun.
Diego.
Ako po, wala akong answer kasi di ako umiinom. Di talaga ako.
Serious?
Never. Virgin pa. Virgin pa. My relationship with alcohol, it's a love-hate relationship. I love it, it hates me. I don't know how to explain this. I avoid it as much as I can, but it's the same. When I drink, I know how to have a good time. I'm the life of the party. Or at least I think I'm the life of the party. Everyone just hates me. One of the two. I don't know. But yeah, drinking's fun. Drinking is definitely fun. I hope you get my humor, guys. I'm joking, okay?
Let's drink to that.
You have a shot there, bro. You have a shot by any chance. Direk, how's your relationship with alcohol?
Yes, Direk.
Ako, drinking in your 30s, at least alam ko na magkaka-hangover ako if I reach a certain limit.
Yes.
And it's really important na alam mo yung limits mo, but I do enjoy a great cocktail. So, yeah.
Or 10.
Or 10?
Yeah, or 10.
Or 15.
Cut off 15.
Okay, thank you and good luck sa movie.
Thank you, that was Erwin Ogawa of Pananganap. Up next, we have Romel Gonzalez of PEP.
Yes, hi. My questions are for Diego and Sue. Ano yung paborito niyong eksena sa pelikula? Without spoilers, ha? Yung talagang pinaka-paborito niyong eksena sa pelikula.
Ako, really, the scene that I absolutely loved, when, di ko muna, the staircase. I can't say, no? I can't say what, basta, aminan ng feelings. I feel like Sue is such a veteran actress already that, god damn, after this, sabi ko, damang-dama mo yun, Sue, ang galing mo talaga. And it's fun working with somebody like Sue because you bounce off of your co-actors' emotions, right? So it's never hard for me because ang galing ni Sue. So it's not, I don't have to like invent a scenario in my mind. I can just take off of her and then add my own reactions. And actually, the whole movie was like that. But for me, number one, yung staircase.
Oh, gusto ko rin yung staircase. Pero sige, I'd have to say the iyak tawa scene. Okay, so may eksena doon na iyak tawa. I think yun yung favorite ko. Shooting it, ang bilis lang namin. Nakuha agad direct kung ano yung shots na gusto niya. Si Diego, lagi niya sinasabi na magaling ako and he feeds off of my energy, but it's also the other way around. I wouldn't have done those very hard scenes without your help. And yeah, ang saya po sa set namin. It's so collaborative. When something doesn't work, inuulit namin. We have, parang may platform kami to make mistakes. And we really appreciate Direk na talagang he really cooperates with us kung saan kami okay. But kailangan nyo abangan yung iyak-tawa na eksena. Maganda yun.
And yung to add lang kay Diego, the reason why yun yung favorite scenes yung staircase is because I gave them the freedom to create a scene. Sabi ko, parang malaki na kayo, gawin nyo yan. You don't even have to look at the script, just create the scene. So I think that's one of the strongest scenes that we did together because they were very collaborative in that particular part.
And last na lang sa inyong dalawa ulit. Kasi you're very good friends, di ba? Tapos meron kayong intimate scenes. Is it easy or is it hard na may intimate scene kayo and you're very good friends?
Nasagot na po to. But yeah, for me po, po, since yun nga, we grew up in the industry, I think it's easier for us because we know each other, mas alam namin yung comfort zone ng isa't isa. I know na we're safe kami sa isa't isa. So, I think for me, it's easier because we're friends.
Diego, sa intimate scenes yung mga intimate scenes
What crossed your mind? Bakit naisip? Why are you thinking the same thing? I hate you.
That answers your question. No, hindi kami nahirap. I had a hard time. I had a really hard time.
Oh my God.
No, not like that. Not like that. I had a hard time because I guess for a moment it was, parang sabi ko, Sue, did we really just do that? And then, okay, of all the projects I've done, hindi kami nagpa-play back. We don't rewatch our scenes. Sabi, Direk, can we see what we did? Wag na. Oh, trust me. Sabi ko, okay, we put all our trust in you. Okay na to. Panoorin mo na lang sa sinehan. Okay, ganun na lang. But it wasn't hard. It was, but then it wasn't. Don't worry. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Thank you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you. That was Romel Gonzalez of PEP. For our next question, we have Nurse Alma of GMA Entertainment.
Hello, good afternoon. For Sue and Diego, if you were, for Sue na lang muna, if you were to liken yung relationship mo with your boyfriend sa alcohol, ano siya? Bakit?
Anong alcohol siya at bakit? I think siya ay tequila. Mapapasayaw ka sa saya. Diba tequila makes you dance? Tequila siya and may gusto pa ako sabihin. Sa healthy yung tequila. Agave yung so,
malakas ang
malakas ang tama. Mainit sa katawan. Hoy! Charot lang. Lahat naman ng alak mainit sa katawan. Hoy talaga. Tequila siya.
Okay, for Diego, kung sa next relationship mo, anong gusto mong type ng girl na i-describe mo through, yun nga, type of alcohol?
Alright, no. Yeah, okay. Long Island iced tea. No, I think right now in my life, I'm looking for whiskey. Something that you have to drink slowly, get the flavors of whatever oak it was casted in. Something you can't down, you can't chug. You have to enjoy the drink, take it slower else you get too drunk right away. And I think I want that stability now in my life. If I do find, if I do find. Not that I haven't found her, I just don't know if she's the whiskey. But yeah, that's what I want. Something chill. Dude, I'm 30. I don't want to say. I said it. I'm 30 this year. Wala na, I'm not getting any younger, I'm 30 now. I'm not looking for weng weng anymore. I'm not looking for Long Island iced tea anymore. Sometimes tequila's fun also, and vodka. But I think something you can sip on like whiskey would be nice. That's for a change, no?
For my second question, meron bang chance sa inyo in real life na parang yung nangyari sa movie na parang yung gusto nyo ay ganitong type of alcohol and then later on you realize, okay pala ako sa beer?
Yeah, definitely. Ako po, dati, I hated beer. As in, syempre, mas bagets pa ako nun. Pero well, eto ngayon, kung tatanungin niyo ako, ang choice of alcohol ko talaga ay beer.
Pero in relation,
Nagdating sa relasyon. Kinakabit ba namin sa alcohol? Hindi.
Like, parang ganito yung idea nyo ng relationship and then you realize, okay na pala ako sa ganito.
Ang preferences naman po ng tao, palaging nagbabago yan eh. It's your dedication and yung paninindigan mo sa choice mo, yun yung nagmamatter. So sometimes, gusto mo ng ibang alak, pero committed ka dito eh. Ito na yung pinili mo, kumbaga. So, mag-stick ka na dyan. Kasi bukas, kung minom ka pa ng ibang alak, may hangover ka for sure. Oo. Pag stick to one alcohol for the night, tomorrow you won't get the hangover. And I think that's also how it is for relationships. walang sakit ng ulo kung sa isang tao ka lang How about you?
Don't know. I really don't. I think I've stood in front of you guys before and said, I don't want a relationship. Just 2 months later, you see me with somebody on social media. So at this point in time, I'd like to not, I plead the fifth, and I'd just rather not say anything, because it always changes. I think I know what I want, but let's see. Sometimes you say you think this person will take you seriously. For all you know, ikaw pala yung in-between nila. Diba? It's like that.
Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. That was Nurse Ama Jimmy Entertainment. Up next, we have Jayco Manahan of Jayco TV, a TikTok content creator.
Hello guys, congratulations. My first question for Sue and Diego, since the movie is in between, and this generation kasi uso yung parang situationship and no label, what is your take about that?
Well, ayun nga, ako, I'm not the type na gusto, ayoko ng situationship, parang malabong usapan siya for me. But still, I don't judge kung yun yung gusto ng ibang tao. Like, if gusto nila ng something na pampalipas oras lang, okay lang din yun, di ba? As long as it's a mutual understanding and you're not trying to hurt somebody else. But for me, ako hindi ako pang in between. I think mas gusto ko yung alam ko, mas sure ako dun sa kung ano yung commitment niyo sa isa't isa. Mas maganda yung alam mo para walang confusions, hindi ka na rin malito.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't want that. Siyempre kasi you enter a relationship or like you're talking to someone. Low-key, you both want something from one another. Now, kung magtutugma yung gusto mo sa gusto niya, yun na lang yung kailangan nyo i-figure out. Sometimes you could want this for a serious thing, but then yun nga, siya hindi. Or baliktad, di ba? You could want this for something less serious, siya naman, oo. So, I really don't know, man. Do I think it's yeah, okay, fine. I mean, it's 2025. Situationship's cool. Ano lang, basta you're both on the same page. Ang mahirap, yung isa na-fall na pala, tapos yung isa hindi. Yun ang, it'll still hit you in the end, you know? So, even if day one, you say, oh, hanggang dito lang tayo. Like Shane and Dila. May usapan sila, pag sa akin ng feeling, sex, gano'n, tapos yung pala yung isa na-fall na. O, paano yun? Yun ang mahirap. Kung kaya pa mag-level up, pwede level up.
My second question naman, pwede rin for Shane and Gayla yung character niya dito, no? And pwede rin sa, syempre you both are happy in your own ways naman in personal life. What is your realization about love?
Totoo pala na hindi lang mahirap magmahal ng ibang tao. Parang hindi posibleng magmahal ng ibang tao kung hindi mo mahal yung sarili mo. Parang ang unfair nun. Kasi kung di mo mahal yung sarili mo, nagiging mahirap ka ding mahalin. Kasi if you don't see the beauty in you, you don't see the good in you, it will be hard for your partner or someone else. Or kahit sino actually, kahit pa, alam mo yun, parang nahihirapan silang mahal. But so, I think siguro acceptance is most important. Finding your way, knowing really what you want. Ayun, I think, yeah, acceptance lang talaga sa sarili. And pag narating mo na yung acceptance na yun, dun mo palang masasabi talaga na ready ka na to love and to accept love. Kasi minsan, binibigyan tayo ng binibigyan ng pagmamahal, tapos di natin tinatanggap kasi feeling natin hindi natin deserve. So once na ma-realize natin that we deserve that love, then we take it wholeheartedly and we also give it away.
Actually, I'm just gonna add to that. Everything that Sue said, but you become kasi a chore to your partner kapag ikaw mismo hindi mo mahal yung sarili mo. So instead of kunwari you're a cup of water. If your glass is half empty, your partner now has to pour into your cup just so you're kind of full. Pero ano mangyayari sa kanya? Mabawasan niya sa kanya. Kaya where she is now, they can have fun, they can go out, your personal life. I think that's my idea of yung nagmamahal na talaga kayo ng totoo. You're adding to one another instead of subtracting and then making yourself equal, both equal. You're now creating a new life na kayong dalawa, happy kayong dalawa, and you're just, you're going out, you're exploring, you're traveling, eating all the good food, drinking, all that stuff, and having a fun relationship. Hindi yung, I can save her, that kind of, I can save him. No, if he's heartbroken, I can come and rescue him. It's not like that anymore, dude. Hindi na. So, yun lang.
May bagong concept yun, water naman instead of alcohol.
Yeah.
May sequel na ba tayo?
I should say alcohol.
Thank you. That was Jacob Manangan of Jaco TV, a TikTok content creator. Up next, we have Roldan Castro of Abante Tonight.
Hello, good afternoon. Direct muna. Direct, kumusta ka trabaho si Nasu at saka Jaco?
Horrible? Yeah. No other, since magkaka-same kahit paano age kami, parang barkada lang actually, like super fun on set. Alam mo yung, they go to work, we have fun, but we also, parang pag work, pag fun. And it's really nice to work with people who are passionate. And hindi na sila beginners eh. Matagal na rin sila sa industry. I love that they have that certain confidence na bigyan mo sila ng ibang instruction na gagawa nila. And hindi pilit. Parang nagagawa nila very smoothly with the script. And again, they work together really closely. They work well with me. And we communicate. I think that's very important. And yun, it's just fun being on set with Sue and Jago. And they became friends rin ko sila outside of set. So we were able to message each other and have a group chat and ganun. So okay sila katrabaho, and I can't wait to work with them in the next project.
Okay. So, Jago, anong reaction niyo sa sinabing Direk? At napagalitan ba niya kayo sa set?
Hindi nga nagagalit si Direk eh. Sabi ko, feeling ko nakakatakot siya magalit kasi hindi siya nag-explode. But, Direk, thank you. Thank you for all the guidance po. Really, we wouldn't have done this or hindi namin maitatawid to ni Jago kundi sa lahat ng tulong mo. Salamat sa alalay, Direk. Alam mo, actually, going on to the set on my first day, really, dito rin ako pa kung sino si Gayla, but si Direk really knew our characters well, and talagang alam niya kung saan niya kami inilihis kapag nagkamali kami. And ayun, nagtutugma-tugma lahat. Sobrang grateful din ako that I have a director who is very tutok sa script. Yung when there's something missing na hindi mag-bridge yung mga eksena, he will be the one to say na we need this scene para, he creates scenes para tumawid yung mga scenes namin. And, well, kudos to Sabs Quesada, of course, such a great writer. Also, one of the main reasons why I accepted this project is because I've known Sabs for a long time and I trust her and her material. And it's actually a very, very good script. But yun nga, sobrang iba rin kasi yung pag binabasa mo lang yung script, tapos nandun ka na sa set, situations change, the set changes, so ang daming kailangang itrabahuin pag nandun ka na minsan hindi workable sa script, and si Direk lagi niyang naitatawid yun, yung parang alam ko na pupunta ako sa set, na buo yung tiwala ko na maganda yung kalalabasan ng mga trabaho ko ngayong araw na to. Yung kampante ka, excited ka magtrabaho. Always excited, Direk, to go on your set. Promise.
Jago, yung reaction mo sa katagal.
So sinabi Direk, so
yes.
It's okay. No, I understand the hype around Direk Gino now. I mean, Colleen was raving Direk already. Yes, she was. She was telling me about you. And I was like, okay, I'm really game for this. And then I saw the visuals, yung atake ni Direk. Sorry, I know it's your story, but yung background kasi Direk, he does commercials eh. So, he actually shot my one and only commercial ever in my life. Direk shot years ago, many years ago, when I was a wee boy. So, iba-iba yung atake niya. And I like it, because it's really art. It's really artistic, it's a fresh way of perceiving a movie as the artist and as the viewer when I saw the shots. Well, not right after the take because we don't get to preview them. But when we saw the end material, I was like, okay, I get the hype. this is Direct Gino. I get him now. And syempre, hindi lang si Direct yun with everybody else like Direct Ga and the whole prod actually. It felt nice na working with people near my age because we kind of just get along. You know what I mean? I'm not throwing shade on the veterans or like the older generation, but we never saw Direct get mad because he didn't have to get mad. We would just understand each other. Now, okay, we have to do something different. This way isn't working. We should change this scene. We should add this scene. And none of us said na, oy, bakit naman, iniiba pa, bakit ano. We all understood na we're all trying to make this movie, this project, as the best that it can be. So, and I like that. I really like that.
Okay, tapos, a toast to whatever it is yung kicker ng movie. So, ano yung pwede nyo i-share sa amin na pwede tayong mag-celebrate at mag-toast?
Can you say that again, sorry?
Yung kicker kasi ng movie, a toast to whatever it is. So, ano yung pwede nyo i-share sa amin na pwede tayong mag-toast at mag-celebrate? Sa mga ganap nyo.
Sa ganap namin sa Toong Buhay? I mean, we just finished this movie, we can make a toast for that. A toast for In Between. Yeah, a toast for In Between, right?
Cheers!
Cheers!
Talbog.
Boys, bus, forward din naman ako.
Tapos, anong realization nyo na sa mga in-between relationship after gawin yung movie na to? Yun na lang. Thank you.
Ako, realization ko, hindi siya nagwo-work. Haha, yung totoo. I mean, hindi. Ako lang, sa perspective ko, hindi siya mag-work dahil malabong usapan nga siya. So, kailangan klaro kayo sa mga intentions nyo palagi. And yun nga, mahirap yan pag may isang na-fall kasi feeling mo nayuyurakan yung pagkatao mo. Diba? Na hindi naman sinasadya ng isang tao. So, kailangan talagang malinaw yung communication for it to work. But for me, I think the situationship really isn't ideal.
Jex?
You still want my comment on this? I think I've said it like 7 times. No, it's okay, it's okay. You're the one asking naman eh, so iba. It's tough. Because you can want something the other person doesn't. I think a situationship can work if kapag medyo nag-iiba na yung feelings mo for the person, you have to communicate it. Na, okay, maybe nung day one, yeah, one of the two. It's either if ayaw nung isa, kailangan bumitaw ka rin para nobody gets hurt. Or if gusto ng isa, you have to be the one to say na, oy, sorry, hanggang dito lang ako. Or sige, game, let's try level up. Pag walang communication, it will fail.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was Roldan Castro of Abandoned Tonight. Up next, we have Ian Estrella, Tito Ian Lee, a TikTok content creator.
Hello po, congratulations in advance. Yung question ko muna kay Direk. Direk, ano po yung na-mention nyo na hindi naging sobrang challenging or parang madali lang yung buong process itong filmmaking, pero meron bang specific na time na naging sobrang challenging para sa inyo? At ano yun? Siguro not shooting, no, but maybe the pre-prod or maybe developing the script because we deal with situationships and feelings. So I guess also we delve into a lot of alcohol and the research. So I guess yun yung pinakamahirap lang, getting a lot of interviews as well from other people, getting their side of a story. It's the research is pretty hard for me. That's why parang smooth sailing kami nung production because nga it was the research part was the more difficult one sa case ko. And yeah, ako wala namang difficult na it's more of the feels na I guess after a take nauuwi mo minsan yung mga emotion ng mga artista. Kapag sumisigaw-sigaw sila, nag-aaway-aaway sila, feeling mo na napagalitan ka din. At normal lang yun sa akin na nadadala ko siya at home or like after the take. So I guess that's the heaviest one for me.
Follow-up lang siguro. Since this has alcohol, parang yung main theme niya has alcohol in it, will this tackle things about alcoholism ba or hindi naman?
Not really, but it shows na I guess, how are you with alcohol and how it affects you. And I guess, towards the end din kasi may redeeming factor on maybe you could use a little detox in your life. I guess that's also important for a lot of people to know their limits and also have time for to care for themselves. Yun. So I guess it's important also na hindi lang pwede all happy, but also you have to take care of yourself.
Thank you. For the main cast po, Miss Sue and si Diego, yung characters nyo, si Gayla and Shane, ano yung mga characteristics nila na pinaka-relatable para sa inyo? And naging parang, nag-isip nyo na parang ako to may ganun bang mga characteristics yung character nyo?
Ako, medyo kahawig talaga ng character ko yung character ni Gayla. We both love beer, we're both, lost kids, still trying to find her way in the world, finding love, finding hobbies, kung ano-ano, iba-ibang gustong itry. Ako, feeling ko magkalapit kami ni Gayla in a lot of aspects. Except lang sa relationship, niya, views niya. Yun lang talaga. Pero ako gusto ko rin talagang, mahilig ako mag-makeup, so gusto ko mag-try mag-apprentice sa makeup artist ko, ino-offer ko yun sa kanya. Yung gusto ko rin talagang matutong magupit ng buhok, yung gusto ko din marami akong skills na alam sa buhay. Katulad ni Gayla, sobrang idealistic. Sobrang, Jill of all trades siya. Ayoko naman sabihin na Jill of all trades ako, master of none. Pero marami rin akong kayang gawin na hindi ako magaling. Sobrang galing dun sa mga bagay na yun. Pero maabilidad. So I think yun yung medyo pareho kami ni Gayla na trait.
Actually, it's Gayla who teaches my character Shane to let loose and learn how to have fun without having so many strings attached. So I'm quite the opposite of Shane. I'd like to think I am, unless I don't know myself. I don't know. I think in real life, I'm more. Yung similarity is I like to think I have control over certain things, and if I plan something, it will work the way I plan it to. There's less similarities actually. There's more contradictions sa Diego and Shane. I think in real life, I think nasabi ko na. Mas malayo, I don't have many similarities.
So mas madami kang acting ka dito?
That's what I'm trying to say actually. I had to get into character.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Ian Estrella, a TikTok content creator. And up next, we have Jezreel Eli, a TikTok content creator.
Hello po. Ayan. Congratulations. As in, I'm a fan of your movies, especially yung ginawa niyo before together. I really love it. Yeah. And my question, kasi it's all about alcohol, love, and of course, we need to celebrate this movie in between. So if you were to toast each other with one drink, pwedeng alcoholic man to or hindi, ano kaya yun and what's the story behind it?
I think honestly, walang halong BS to. I'd say champagne because you only pull out a really, really good bottle of champagne if you've won something. And it may be too early to celebrate, but I think from the hard work we've all put into this, from the script writer to our director to my leading lady and to myself, I think I can speak on behalf of all of us, and we put our hearts into this project. And it deserves a toast of champagne because that's the traditional celebratory drink, right? You open a bottle of champagne, you pop it, and you all have fun. So that's what I choose, and that's my backstory of it.
Thank you.
Ako naman, magandang idea yung champagne, no? Pero for me, bilang si Gayla ako dito, I say beer. Beer is everyone's drink, and I think this movie is for everyone. I think everybody can relate to this movie. Ang daming mga eksena dito na baka nangyari na rin sa mga specific scenes dito na nangyari na rin sa buhay nila. So, I toast beer for this movie because beer is for everyone.
Thank you.
Ako probably para different. we've all seen a story about, FUBUs, friends with benefits, but this one is quite different, no? So I would give it a mezcal shot. So it's like close to a tequila, but a bit smoky and different, but still a familiar taste, but different. So a mezcal shot para iba naman. To mix it with the champagne and the beer, biglang hangover na the next day. Ayun.
Try natin yung mga ito, again, since alcohol and love nga rin to, no? And I think may mga conflict na mangyayari between Kayla and Shane dito. So, what's one non-negotiable for you when it comes to alcohol and love?
Ang non-negotiable ko sa love definitely is cheating. Of course, that's something that I can never tolerate. My loyalty means a lot. And I hope ganun din yung partner ko. Sa alcohol, parang wala naman ako. Parang willing naman ako i-try lahat. Parang okay naman. Walang non-negotiable.
I'll start with the alcohol. My non-negotiable is you can't invite me out for a drink. We have to at least have 10. Because what's the point of going out if we're just gonna have one drink? It's a waste of time. Again, guys, that's my humor. Don't take me seriously. Baka next na mabasa ko, Diego Lysaga, alcoholic. Yes, sir. My non-negotiable sa love, pare, wag mo akong tanongin tungkol sa pag-ibig kasi it's quite evident na I don't know much about it. So let's just stick to the alcohol.
Sige, Derek.
Sige. With love, I think you guys are supposed to stand on your own at hindi kayo dapat magkasama lagi. Hindi pwede dependent kayo sa isa't isa lagi. Dapat you stand alone as individuals. That's very important. And for alcohol, I guess nothing above 75% or 80%.
Yes.
So yeah.
Thank you. Nakatulong sa akin yung mga advices na. Thank you.
If you need a drink, bro, you know where to find me.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you for your questions. That was Jezreel Eli, a TikTok content creator. And we have here a phone-in question from Ana Cerez of ABS-CBN. The first question is, naniniwala ba kayo na meron ang bawat isa na in-between or totga?
Meron ang bawat isa na in-between or totga?
Yeah. Or yung views nyo lang, yung views. Naniniwala ba kayo?
Ako dati naniniwala ako sa totga. Pero recently pinag-isipan ko yan, is there such a thing as the one that got away? Parang isn't it we're here because we were put here and we were meant for something else. It's not the one that got away. It's an experience, I think. And you learn from that experience. But yun nga, if you live with no regrets, then walang totga. Parang recently ko lang na-realize na hindi pala ako naniniwala sa the one that got away.
Diego?
I guess hindi pa huli yung lahat. If you feel like you have a totga, maybe that totga isn't really, hindi pa siya nag-get away. Maybe it's just not the right time. But if I'm applying it to myself, parang hindi. The other one is in between, no? How I view it, in between. I really can't say. It just really depends on how the communication is between you and your partner. That's pretty much it.
How about direct, Gino?
Ako for the totga, pares tayong view eh. Like for me, it really is that person who probably broke you or helped you, but at the same way placed you where you are now. And kahit kung thankful ka or hate mo yung tao na yan, you're here because of that person. So yun yung bubog ng isang tao. So yeah.
It's an experience, alright. The second question is, for you, how will you know if siya na yung the one?
I think hindi yun something na malalaman mo, something po yun na pipiliin mo. siya yung pipiliin mo. Kasi wala naman pong perfect na tao, walang, alam mo yun, lahat ng ideals natin, lahat ng gusto natin in one person, hindi tayo makaka-jackpot at mahahanap natin yun dun sa tao na yun. Pero, pipiliin mo po yung tao na gusto mong mahalin. Para, for me, love really is a choice. It's choosing that person, that changing person every day. Next week, ibang tao na yan, masama yung ugali niya next week. Pero love mo pa din siya. Nandun, hindi nababawasan yung pagmamahal mo. Hindi nagkukulang yung pagmamahal mo. Kahit may konting pagkukulang siya, na hindi lang naman kasi sumasang-ayon sa mga paniniwala mo. So, syempre, iba-iba tayong tao. We have to accept na hindi lahat ng gusto natin ay makukuha natin. But, if we choose this person, and we learn to love this person sa kabila ng lahat ng pagkakamali niya, his past, kung ano man yung future niya, nandun tayo, pinili natin, paninindigan siya. More than commitment, it's paninindigan talaga.
I'm just really gonna add on to that. Yeah, kapag nawala na yung parang honeymoon phase, nawala na yung it's just attraction, and then you start seeing the bad sides, if there are bad sides of the person, or things you don't agree with, it's being able to go over those things and go past those hurdles and then be able to discuss it with your partner and move on from there. If you still choose one another. Kasi syempre after how many months, nawawala na yung parang honeymoon feeling na everything's just so happy and jolly, and then you start seeing, okay, can I make it work with this person? And then from there you discuss and see where you end up.
Ako more of the communication, I guess. Kasi first thing is attraction physical. And then after it's emotional. And then ano na mawawala after that. So it's really the communication. You can talk about the most babaw things or the deepest things. And that's also friendship, I guess, evolved to love. So parang, yun, ako importante sa akin ang communication. Mag-blend kayo parehas.
Thank you so much for answering the question. That is from Miss Ana Cereza of ABS-CBN. Thank you so much. And I think that's it. That concludes our Q&A. Thank you so much for all your questions. Thank you for being so game answering all our friends' questions. Maraming salamat po. This time, it's time to invite everyone, especially I think we're live on Facebook as well. Greet your fans. Invite them to watch your film In Between and say your thank yous.
Sa lahat po ng nanonood online, thank you for standing with us dito sa aming press con. Malapit na pong ipalabas ang In Between in cinemas nationwide. Excited ako kasi yung huling pelikula namin ni Diego hindi na ipalabas sa sinehan. And finally, nakapag-promo kami, nakapag-press con tayo for this film. And we're so happy and excited na mapanood po ninyong lahat dahil I'm sure na maraming makaka-relate sa In Between. And I hope that we don't disappoint. We won't disappoint actually. Ang galing ni Direk Gino, ang galing ni Diego. Sabihin ko na rin ang galing ko. But please panoorin niyo po ang In Between in cinemas nationwide. Kailan na ba tayo? Di ba yung play date natin? May 7 in cinemas nationwide. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the same. Firstly, I'd like to thank everyone who came out here physically and everyone who's online as well. Thank you for spending this afternoon with us. Thank you for making time and importance for our project. And I'd just like to say, yes, please, if you have the chance, no, actually make the chance and make the opportunity to please watch it. We poured our hearts into this movie, and I know everyone who's seated to my right did the same. So watch it. I'm getting emotional. No, it's a Direk Gino film, and I was really looking forward to working with him, and I love working with Sue. So sana makita rin on screen our ensemble, us coming together, and yeah, and how much we enjoyed working with each other. Sana it resonates also with the viewers, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you, Bob.
Yes, May 7. If you guys enjoyed our love advice talks, sa movie po mas naka-magnified yan, and makikita niyo yung characters coming to life, and you'll meet Gayla and Shane May 7 po, In Between. Thank you. In Cinemas Nationwide, thank you so much.
There you have it. I think it calls for a big, big hand. Congratulations in advance to Team In Between. This time we'll have a quick photo op. We'll do it one by one, and then the both of you, and then with the red. Okay, so let's start with Diego. Okay. Diego muna. Rap ka, may pa-music po ba